You must have seen lot of ads running on social media about weight loss, that simple steps you're gonna take and reduce weight instantly, and some pills or quicker way to reduce your fat. But in reality, is it as simple as they are saying? Let's see. My name is Naila Uzair, and today we are going to talk about belly fat and how we can reduce the fat, and the ads we see, do they really uh, are true about what they show us? The very first question is that why do we get fat on our bellies when we get older? So the fact is that with the age our body becomes slower at burning the fat. So all at the end we can't maintain our ideal figure. Even those who have been taking healthy food and healthy exercises can't maintain it. So the fat stores all over our body, some beneath the skin, which is subcutaneous fat, and some of them surrounding it and our organs, that is visceral fat. So there is a more deeper visceral fat inside our belly muscles that gather around our organs. It's something we don't pay attention unless we got it. So we don't pay attention unless it began moving our bellies out, but it may be more tending to cause harm to our health than underlying skin. As for the old bodies, the visceral fat holds on tightly, although having sex can help them a little longer. So the problem is when our obesity rate increases, men are surely the rulers of visceral fat. Okay, let's see what's the difference between visceral fat and the other fat. So 10 years of the scientific researches explains that too much of visceral fat can cause harm to the health and issues such as insulin resistance and diabetes. Insulin resistance is a state where the body indicates earlier stage of diabetes, and when the body does not reacts well to the hormone insulin, and which are helpful to balance the blood sugar level. On the other hand, what can be observed, Jensen says, is that you are uncertainly get much of visceral fat until something already went wrong to your remaining fat stores. So scientists are also beginning to see at differences in gene activity in fat tissues that can reveal why some people put on more belly fat than others. And it was recently published by Dr. Jordana. So he performed an activity to twins, and he found these changes into the DNA. So these changes occur to our DNA resulting from our lifestyles, but doesn't make any difference to the code itself. It can also be said that whatever food you take could turn up the dial on those genes that are specifically related to piling on the pounds surrounding your waist, says Christensen. It's not discovered yet. There is some saying that visceral fat cells are more wholesome and substantial. Their duration is much longer than those lying under fat cells. It was also taken from a research performed in the mice showing that the immune cells in fat tissue can be some extent blamed for the stomach fat and some of the health problems. And they gather around particularly in visceral fat, passing signals that they may cause inflammation and in most cases misbehave in ways that intervene with our metabolism. So what possibly we can do for it, since it's not easier to treat visceral fat with a particular diet and a workout plan? The reliable course of action, says Jensen, is lose fat in usual anything that makes a negative energy balance. So some of the study shows that there are possible working ideas you can attempt to target visceral fat particularly. According to the US researchers, spreading out your fat intake across multiple short meals during the day can also help. They further suggest that when you take heavy meal, get stored in an area next to the gut, and they are broke down and stick in the nearest fat deposit, the belly. Unsurprisingly, men are more likely to produce much and bigger chylomicron, which they recommend can move some way to indicating why they collect more belly fat. So what about the pills? Well, there is a very well-known pill called pioglitazone that are more frequently work secondarily on visceral fat, causing fat to convert from visceral to subcutaneous stores, but it's only acceptable for diabetic patients. According to a part of the study from Christensen's research, she believes that it will be possible someday to track down genes that may convert to new target for big pharmaceutical companies for the sake of the helping people to obtain balance of belly fat before it gets risky to their health. So, the bottom line, or in a nutshell, is that there is no magic solution for banishing belly fat, whatever the ads might say. So, until science reveals more about what causes it, all we can really do is double down on diet and exercise, or accept our jiggly bits as we move into the middle age. So, this is all. I hope you enjoyed this topic and understood in a better way. Please subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thank you so much.